Good morning. There we are. Happy Sunday. Hopefully we'll have a few people able to make it back. Our technology it's got some lazy Sunday issues, I guess. But good morning. Happy Sunday. Welcome to our Sunday live chat. Boy, I am happy to be here and to be with all of you. It has been a fun week. A very, very busy week. A lot of shifts and shuffles this week. And not just for me, a lot of people are, all right, to be honest, I wasn't so much calling them shifts and shuffles, more like shits and giggles on the universe part. It's been a kind of an odd week, and it seems like all over. A lot of people are struggling with their health this week. Busy things like this morning, technology not quite working the way we expected it to do, the things. It's just been weird. It's been a weird week. Very busy week here. Very busy week. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little on the tired side. Despite lots of rest yesterday, still feeling it. And I'm looking at another very busy couple of weeks here. And I hope yours are just as happy, maybe a little less busy. Because even though I love what I do and it fills me up, sometimes, it can get a little bit much too. It can be a little overwhelming. But for short bursts, I can manage it, right? I wouldn't want a lifetime of this kind of crazy. But for short bursts when it's needed and there's a goal in sight, absolutely, we can manage it. And managing it, managing it is exactly what we're going to talk about today. And it's interesting, speaking of busy weeks, how we manage those things, how we manage when life gives us those shifts and shuffles, and what we do about it. Because I think all of us are old enough to have experienced a little bit of life and recognize that we make plans, right? Like we've made these beautiful vision boards. We've set some goals for ourselves. We've talked about different ways to do that and how to manage them and how to break them apart and, find those small steps that can keep us motivated and moving forward by finding a little bit of success here and there. Like a 5-year plan is great, but if you're waiting till 5 years is up to feel like you've found success, you're not going to make it. We've talked about all those things. And now I think it's important and kind of imperative that we talk about what happens when the universe goes, yeah, that's cute. What is that saying? The best laid plans of mice and men. Right? Here's the thing. First, I want you to understand all you can ever do is the best you can right now with the decision-making skills and information that you have. Okay? Listen to that one more time. All you can do right now is make the best decision, the best choices you can with the information and the skills that you have available to you right now. Tomorrow, next week, you might find out something new. You might discover a new bit of information, a new tool. You might figure out you don't really need to do something at all. And everything changes. And that's okay. The problem is people tend to beat themselves up for that. Oh, why didn't I know? I wasted so much time. I could have spent this money on something else. I would have been a year ahead or... You got to stop that. That is no good for you. And it's not useful. It's not helpful. And it's not kind to yourself. All that does is beat your creativity into submission. And you don't want that. You want your creativity to be just a little bit wild. Right? And you don't want to stop it because it's afraid that it's going to make a mistake. And that's what I see a lot of us doing these days. We're afraid, God forbid, we're going to be wrong. Well, guess what? Success comes with a whole lot of wrong and a whole lot of screwing up and a whole lot of falling down. And that's how you learn. That's how you experience. And that is also how you grow. Right? It's not about sitting still and taking the safe route. You can do that. But if you're here, I don't think that's where you want to go. I don't. And it's so fascinating to me how few people really do want to stay in that safe zone. But we're so afraid of being wrong and being embarrassed and not just trying and risking it. Right? We're so risk averse in our society. It's quite sad. I spoke to a lovely lady a couple of days ago, and she just looked, a little, you can tell someone's energy is just a little bit off. And so I asked her if everything was okay. And she eventually told me that she hasn't been sleeping. She's under a lot of stress for a few different things, but she's waking up at 3, 4 in the morning and unable to go back to sleep, and it's wearing her out. And so she didn't know what to do. She was suffering. She didn't know what to do. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. So I asked her if she would be open to some alternative methods. And it was so interesting to watch the emotions. I mean, what am I going to do, right? Go across her face. She doesn't know what I do. She doesn't know exactly what I do. She doesn't know that I study herbalism and aromatherapy and holistic healing. She doesn't know that I'm a certified coach a few times over in different modalities. She doesn't know the experience. So she doesn't know. So it was fascinating to see those emotions go of hope, fear, not sure, I kind of want to, but what if? And it's the what ifs. So usually when we what if things, that's our fear talking, right? And sometimes that's good. What if I jumped off this cliff? Well, I'm probably going to break my legs. Pass. So anyway, the short of it is, I did give her, I created a blend, a tea blend for her, and an essential oil blend to help her sleep and stay asleep. How do I do that? Well, I'm not looking at the sleep. The sleep is not the issue. The sleep is a symptom of the issue. And between you and I, if stress is keeping you awake, waking you up at 3, 4 in the morning, and it's stress related and you've got all the thoughts going on, there are lots of things you can do. But understand that your body's physiology, most likely, is actually the large amount of cortisol you can't release in your body that is waking you up at that time. And you need to do something about that before you can do something about the rest. But you have to do something about some of this other stuff to release the cortisol. And it's got to be a holistic approach. Well, doesn't she literally hit tears because there's hope? Because now there's something she can do about it. Here's what I want you to understand. There's always something you can do. Always. Sometimes that something is being open to the opportunities that come towards you. Because she could have said, no, I'm fine. I went home and woke up again at 3, 4 in the morning, and again and again and again, till her health deteriorated. So, let's talk about managing life's outcomes. We've got beautiful goals, and I've heard some of your goals, and I'm so freaking excited for your goals that I am right there standing behind you, cheering you on, supporting you, willing to, be there for you all the way. Sooner or later, you're going to hit a roadblock. I love you. I want you to know this in advance so you're not shocked, horrified, and stop. Now, the reason for the roadblocks, you know what, we could have a whole class on that, depending on your belief system, your culture, many different factors. We're not going to do that. What I want to talk about are the roadblocks that frustrate you and make you wonder if you're doing the right thing. Okay? Because the first thing I want you to remember in your gut in your instincts, in your heart of hearts, in your soul, you know if something is right for you. And we need to start listening to that. And it's okay if you're wrong. It's perfectly okay. We have all been wrong in that area. Some of us more than others. And we do it all the time, right? We second guess our instincts. And the more you listen to your internal guidance system, the quicker those roadblocks will fall away. The second thing I want you to remember is if you get one of these roadblocks and you are sitting there going, holy crap, this is the road I was supposed to be on, it's blocked, now what? Well, keep asking now what? Keep asking that, because the now what will show up. It may not look like what you thought, and it may not even seem like the now what has shown up at first, but it's leading you. There's always, always guidance coming for you. However, we have to let go of the how. And this is what I really want to dig into with you today. The what, we want a successful business. We want a partner who loves us unconditionally and can join us in this adventure, right? Not lead us, not walk behind us, but join us in this adventure. We want our kids to feel loved and whole. We want all these beautiful things. Some of us just want a bicycle. That's me. That's okay too. It's the how that gets in our way. Like 99.9% of the time. There are occasions, I think, where the universe says, yeah, okay, that was great. We've gotten you so far, but now we want you to realize your truer purpose. You needed these lessons. You needed to figure this stuff out. You needed to get here so we could open these doors for you, because this is where the doors are. That happens. But most of the time, if we're following our inner guidance and we're really listening, we're taking the time to sink into that, we're on the right track. It's just a matter of what the road's going to look like. And that's where we get stuck. And this is, I think, one of the really beautiful things about the vision boards is it gives us the where, right? It shows us where we're going, what we want. But there's nothing on the vision board that says how we're going to get there. All right, so let's take my bicycle example, for example. How many different ways can you think of to get a bicycle into your life? Okay, you could buy one. You could rent one. You could borrow one. You could find one. Right? Someone could offer you one for the summer. They're going away for the summer. You could win one in a contest. There are so many ways that bicycle can manifest into my life. If I was hell-bent and determined on only getting one by a garage sale, that's how I'm doing it. I'm going to find one at a garage sale. So I didn't put my name in that contest. I didn't tell my friends I was looking for one, so the one who's going away can't lend me theirs for the summer or even beyond. Or, just decide the one that's gathering dust on their balcony, why don't you just take it? You would be amazed at how many doors might open when you say, yeah, I want this, universe, bring it. Show me how to have it manifest. I'm excited to see how it's coming. I'm curious to see what the avenue is that it's going to arrive by. Right? And this is true. I mean, that's kind of a silly, simple example, but it's true of everything. You want clients for your business, and I know there's quite a few entrepreneurs in our group. So here's a perfect example of mindset, perspective, and being open to the how. You want, and you can apply this to like a new job, you can apply this to relationships, you can apply this to like just about everything. You have to be open to the how. So for example, if you want clients for your new business, be open to the how. How are you going to do that? And I've coached entrepreneurs, and what they say to me is, well, I have a job. I can't do these networking events. And I get that. I really do. So where can you network? Network at your job. This isn't talking about selling at your job. Network at your job. Network at the coffee shop. Talk to people. Like there's so many different ways. And it's a matter of, universe, show me how. Show me the opportunities, and taking the opportunities and not being married to the avenue that you heard about, going to, networking events, and that's how you get clients. There are so many different ways to meet people that have nothing to do with a networking event. If you are looking for a new relationship and you're ready to open yourself up for that, it's important, first of all, to know what you're looking for, what you won't accept, and be really clear on that. But the how can be quite shocking when you're open. When you're open to just allowing into your life new people, new experiences. It is incredible how no matter what you're trying to manifest into your life shows up in the weirdest synchronicity ways. Is that correct? It's incredible. But what happens, been there, done that, got the t-shirt. I'm not judging. What happens is we grab onto some idea and we white knuckle it. And we hold on to it. And we don't allow the universe or whomever you ask for assistance to show us. We're blinders, right? We put those blinders on. We say, no, I have to meet my new beau through my friends only. That's it. I won't accept anything else. That's the only way to do it. It's the way I've always done it. It's the way I'll do it. Boom. And you don't allow for other opportunities. It happens in the most crazy ways. It doesn't really matter what it is that you're trying to manifest. Think about those things that are on your vision board and just try to imagine all the ways they might come to pass. And you have no idea how many more millions of ways there are. So what we have to do is let go of the how. There's an author. He's no longer with us. Obviously, he's quite. I'm trying to think. He's from like the Zig Ziglar time. His name's Wallace Wattles. Cute name. Incredibly insightful. I think a little ahead of his time, to be perfectly honest. And he writes this quote that I absolutely love. And I actually have it up on my wall. And basically, it's, and some of you will have heard this before. My teacher taught it to me, and I know some of you have heard this before, where it says, the universe is rearranging itself right now for your highest good. And we have to allow it. What that looks like, we can't know. We can't know. And we don't need to know. We need to know what we want. We need to know what we're after, what we desire in our heart of hearts. And then we need to say this or something better, because we don't want to limit. We don't want to limit what we manifest. This or something better. So it is. And then get ready. Assume that it's coming, because it is. It's on its way. Everything you desire is on its way, as long as you don't get in the way. So we got to stop white knuckling and assuming we know best, and we know the way it's going to happen, and we know the how. The how is not our concern. Don't worry about it. What we do need to do is be open to the opportunities that come our way, because quite often, and I've seen this for myself, and I've seen this for clients, I've seen this for friends. Quite often, we have these little weird, I call them connector steps, because I don't really know what else to call them, where something that really has no business being part of the manifesting of some desire that I have shows up. I follow that little steps, like a little tiny, stepping stone. I don't even see where it could possibly have any connection. But, you know, something silly like the coffee shop I normally go to being closed. So I go to the one that's a little further away, and that's where I happen to meet my next client, my next coaching client, just accidentally out of the blue. So the coffee shop being closed, I could not possibly have predicted that that's how this is going to happen, right? But I didn't go, well, I have to go to this coffee shop. There's just no other option, so I'm going home, right? I adjusted. I was flexible. I shifted and I shuffled with the universe. And there it was. So you just have to sort of, and this is where it's the whole being in flow and just sort of being curious about your life, wondering where it's taking you, how it's going to take you there. It's exciting. It's an adventure. Or you can sit at home wondering why your clients, your relationships, your friendships, your new bicycle is not knocking on your door because you're sitting at home expecting it to happen. The universe can do so much, and it will eventually do what you need it to do. But boy, can you accelerate the path if you follow the opportunities that it presents you to get you where you want to go. It's not always easy. A lot of the times it's very confusing. You have no idea what's going on. And then suddenly you do. And then suddenly you do. Trust the process. It's not easy to trust the process. But also it's an adventure. Life should be an exciting adventure. It shouldn't be sitting at home wondering why things aren't happening for you. Look for the opportunities. The weird opportunities. The what is this all about opportunities. Where is your internal guidance calling for you to go? Right? When I get into that coffee shop, my internal guidance was saying, you need to go there. Okay, here we go. Did I feel like driving all that extra way? No, but there was coffee involved, so it was kind of an easy sell for the universe, let's face it. But things like that happen quite often. You would be amazed at how things like that happen. And it's always in hindsight we can see it. I also have seen in hindsight where opportunities have presented themselves to me, and I've been white knuckling the how, holding onto it so tightly that I can't release into anything else. I can't see anything else. I can't see any other opportunities, and I certainly won't take them. And here's the other kicker, and I know some of you have experienced this too. I experienced it in a really harsh way, and I truly believe that this is true. I was being called to be a coach. I was being called to explore my spiritual side. I was being called to explore the healer side of who I am. I was. And I was, dipping the toes in, but keeping it real quiet. And I was scared too, because I don't want to be that weirdo. Okay, I did, but I didn't. And, at the time, I was just starting to teach where I'd moved to, and it seemed like things were falling into place, but I wasn't feeling settled. And I started a coaching class, a certification. And then I got really busy with teaching. And I was like, I already have a teaching degree. What am I going to throw that away? And then, of course, I realized that no knowledge is ever lost or thrown away. Am I going to throw this away? Of course not. I worked too hard for it. I put myself through university, working 30 hours a week, as well as, 150% course load and blah, blah, blah. And I would talk myself out of my next up level in life, in who I am. Well, I got the nudges. I heard the whispers, and I ignored them. Or I started a little bit, and then I was like, this seems too scary. I'm going to just stay with what's safe. Just with what's safe and easy. Was I happy? Sure, I like teaching, but I was restless. And it's okay to recognize the difference. You don't have to be completely miserable where you are in order to want something different. You can be quite content with where you are. But if you're feeling called to something different, bigger, and more expansive, it's time to listen. Anyway, I know some of you know I was in a really bad car accident. And I truly believe that this was what we like to call in the groups a cosmic 2x4. Because I wasn't listening. I was taking like a step forward and like 3 steps back. Step forward and 2 steps sideways. I was skirting around what I should be doing. And the universe was like, all right, listen, you are not paying attention and this is important. And it was through the grief process, the healing process, that I was able to step in to who I really am supposed to be at this point in my life. And here we are. So here we are. And it doesn't have to be an either or. It doesn't have to be an either or. But if I had continued to white knuckle what I thought was my how to get to fulfillment, I don't even know what would have happened. I don't think I would be here in the form that I am right now. I don't think I would have healed the way that I did. In fact, I know I wouldn't, because a lot of the work that I did to get where I am right now was part of the healing process. It was forced learning by, feet to the fire kind of deal. So I have learned the hard way to stop white knuckling. Know what you want, look for the opportunities, and let go of the how. I promise you, your life will become a much richer adventure, and you will start feeling like things are falling into place. It may not happen tomorrow. When you ask the universe to rearrange itself for you and for what you desire, it's not happening in the next 5 minutes, most likely. Can it? Yes, it can. Absolutely. It might take a month. It might take a year. In my case, it took about 3 or 4 years. I had a lot of healing to do, and a lot of work to do, and I'm still doing it. I think it's a lifetime work. It's not a one and done. Shadow work, healing, releasing ancestral karma. There's so much work to be done, but it's so beautiful and it's so rewarding. So, today's takeaway, nothing like a teacher, right? Today's takeaway, what I really want you to hear from that is to let go of your how. Let God, universe, your guides, whatever it is that that you label your higher power, your the love that surrounds you, let it work for you. Stop trying to tell it what to do. Ask and say thank you. Assume it's on its way, and just follow the flow of opportunity, and you will be amazed. And I want to hear about it. So let go, be in flow, and then tell me how it goes. I hope this was useful for you. Know that this is your reminder that whatever comes up this week, however busy, however crazy, however you feel, you have the strength and resilience within you to handle it. You have everything you need right in you to handle whatever comes your way this week. And we are here for you. We are here for you. Tell us what you need. We will be there. And I wish you a very happy rest of this beautiful Sunday, which actually here we were predicted to have a very rainy, crazy, cold weekend, and it has been quite nice, so I am not complaining. But no matter where you are, have a wonderful Sunday and a beautiful start to the week, and I will talk to you soon. Mwah. Bye for now.